Our eyes on today's winners and losers on Wall Street with our financial expert Rob Black. And Rob, a big announcement from Microsoft, only its third CEO in 38 years. Pretty incredible.
Yes. Satya Nadella. He's been with the company a long time. He's 46. He's fairly young, all things considered. He's an internal candidate, which means Microsoft does not want to shake things up. He knows where the dead bodies are buried. Someone coming in new would say, let's break up the company. This looks old, this looks new, let's keep the new, let's throw out the old. So it's kind of a conservative pick. Microsoft has to try to catch up with the consumer shift to mobile computing devices, smartphones and tablets. The predecessor, Steve Ballmer, was really, really bad at that. And Bill Gates, for his part, saying, hey, don't give up yet, because I'm going to stay on as a technology officer and help Satya out during this transition. So not only do you get Satya, you also get Bill Gates. Bay Area doesn't really love Microsoft. They're quote-unquote the evil empire. But it's interesting to watch this move, and it should be good for technology.
We've been seeing interest rates falling once again, and we're seeing home prices continue to be on the rise. Is good news for Bay Area homeowners, I guess.
Yeah, and I hate doing this story because if you're under 35 and don't own a house, you may never own a house. Home prices have spiked too high. You can't get money for the deposit. Up 11% on a year-over-year basis, but they were down month to month, meaning that it could be a topping and that we shouldn't expect that kind of performance going forward. Who knows? There's not a lot of inventory. There's a lot of worldwide people chasing big cities like London and San Francisco. California saw one of the highest home appreciations year over year, up 16.2% when you exclude the distressed sales. These are stunning numbers. And again, they get out of reach for families. That you may have a house that's worth a lot, but you need a family that can buy it from you for a lot. And that's becoming more and more problematic.
Yeah, really good point. On to Netflix, and looks like they're going to try and borrow more money, more great shows on the way, hopefully.
Yeah, and House of Cards. Here's a company that Netflix tried. Reed Hastings actually flew to Dallas in 2000 to sell the company to Blockbuster. Blockbuster like, nope. 3 years later, Blockbuster was falling apart. They're a company that's borrowing $400 million. And why do I like this is because they're borrowing it at incredibly low rates. If this was 6, 7, 8, 9%, you probably couldn't get the return on investment, but Netflix can now try another House of Cards, or Orange is the New Black, in which, for the record, fashion statement for me, Orange is really, really hot this year on the runways. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there, having my moment in style, just in case this financial thing doesn't work out. Plus, they got their first Oscar nomination with A Square, so more content coming from Netflix.
Yeah, we all love Orange is the New Black, and based on a true story, pretty incredible. And my producer just pointing out that orange is the hot color unless you're a Denver Bronco this year. And speaking of the Super Bowl, incredible numbers and new record viewership for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, so maybe TV's not dead. But it's dying. So this year's numbers beat last year's numbers. 111 million people last year, 111 million this year, 108 million last year. 46.4% of all homes had the TV on. That's a stunning number. It is our American holiday. Maybe Thanksgiving can match that, but not by much. The stream telecast hit a record for a sporting event. The Spanish language Fox Deportes hit a record number with 561,000. Twitter was flat year over year, which is interesting. Last year, total tweets were 26.1 million. This year, 25.3 million. Twitter reports earnings soon, and this is the kind of event that they need to build off of and not go sideways from.
All right, thank you, Rob. And you can catch Rob Black's segments in the KRON 4 Morning News. If you have a question for Rob, post it on his Facebook fan page, and we'll answer it on the air. We'll be right back.